Hey there, I am G. Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Like I said, Godzilla. I suppose I should tell you about the history of the monster, but you lot probably know him better than I do, so what would be the point? No, I'm serious. These are the only movies I've actually seen of the character. I didn't even know about Godzilla until I saw that Pinky and the Brain parody.
Yes, I see.
So, should I really review this book? Well, from what I can gather, continuity is a bit of a mess in those movies, so it probably wouldn't matter even if I did see all the movies.
Yes, I see.
The sky was grey and overcast.
It's not a promising beginning.
Make it better.
Because this barren patch of water was so far from land, no bird flew in the sky, no fish or whale broke the surface. Because humans are so scary, even fish don't want to be anywhere near us. But suddenly the silhouette of an immense creature appeared just beneath the surface. I'm sure it's just a sub. 3 parallel rows of huge irregular bone spikes cut through the waves. They were massive, serrated, and definitely reptilian. I wonder about that. I mean, while it's true that all reptiles can swim, they can't breathe underwater. If they could, they'd be amphibian. So, isn't Gojira technically amphibian?
Yes, I see.
In the ageless Pacific, under a sun that is more than 1 billion years old, similar reptiles were once a common sight, 400 million years ago. 400 million years ago? Dinosaurs didn't even exist back then! And seeing as this was written 3 years before Walking with Dinosaurs, it means that it was common knowledge even among paleontologists. So really, Mr. Saraceni has no excuse.
Yes, I see.
Will you stop interrupting my review? Around the American base in Okinawa, the sound of the dying Russian submarine was picked up by hundreds of sound-sensitive devices that lined the ocean floor. The Navy officers monitoring the area noticed an increase in radioactivity in the same area. Anyone who's seen the movie knows that it was radioactivity that created Gojira. Now, if it takes that to create him, it's safe to assume that it takes that to resurrect him. Where's the time you could just do that? What powers Klaatu's ship? What raises the dead? And how did most of the Marvel characters come to be? The answer, radioactivity. There used to be a time when you could just, say, pick up a toy sword and pick up a gun powered not by batteries, but radioactive power, shoot, and there, a real sword. Of course, by now we know better, so they don't write that sort of thing anymore. Here he was, in the city of his ancestors, in the city where his father had been born. But Tokyo wasn't anything like the city his father described. It was so much more. Really? I'm surprised Tokyo could be anything. I mean, considering... The creature's bones are denser than titanium steel. They are perhaps the hardest material in the universe, capable of carrying his weight. You're trying to scientifically explain something that's scientifically impossible? I'm not sure if that's admirable or plain stupid. When the shell detonated against the monster's body, there was a fountain of blood. That makes sense, I suppose. But before the smoke cleared, the wound was gone, healed completely, as if it were never inflicted. Oh. Admiral Willis suddenly spoke up. That means that nothing in our arsenal, short of a nuclear bomb, can destroy Godzilla. You have established that a nuke only makes him stronger. I realize this is supposed to up the ante, but can't you at least be consistent with what you're saying?
Yes, I see.
Do that once more, I'll smack you!
Thank you! We managed to get an EEG. We learned that Godzilla's brain is very similar to a modern bird's brain. Well, since dinosaurs evolved into birds, that makes sense. So? Dr. Nobayama believes that Godzilla may respond to the same sounds that a bird responds to. You're not gonna sing him a lullaby, are you? They say that with Godzilla's brainwave recordings, they're pretty sure they can come up with a lure of some kind. I almost wish they did sing him a lullaby. So they basically want to use this lure to draw Gojira back into the ocean, hoping to hold him there indefinitely. That's like putting a dragon on a chain, hoping his fire breath won't melt the metal.
Yes, I see.
You've been warned. In summary, the original Gojira movie, while I got the message, it was a bit of a bore. This book, admittedly, was more entertaining. However, much like the American Godzilla movie, it was made exactly for that, just to entertain, not to convey some kind of message. And even if it did, well, suffice to say, I mean, what with how it ends, if you manage to make these books seem plausible, you're doing something wrong. This was D, I'm signing off.